there, welcome to this week's Legal Latte episode. And this week I want to talk about something that I'm sure you've heard all over the place, AI. And as a non-tech person, I found it a little bit overwhelming and also a little bit scary. So I think I kind of ignored it for several months, and I had my business coach had recommended that I take a look at this book, The AI Driven Leader by Jeff Woods. And honestly, I started reading it and I could not put it down. And what I loved so much about it is that it's written for somebody that's not a tech person, and it's really not written surrounding a way that would make you think that AI is going to replace you or take over your industry or take over your business. It's truly about leadership. And for me, I found it as a way to up my leadership game significantly and very quickly without having to listen to hundreds and hundreds of audiobooks. So I think as a business owner, what I have found, I've really been leaning in heavily to AI on my leadership journey over the past probably 4 months. And what I can tell you is that I have been blown away by the way that I've been able to use AI to think more strategically, make smarter decisions, and honestly just finish some projects that I had on my plate that I knew I needed to do, but I just didn't have. I was really procrastinating. And having AI as a thought partner has really helped me move those things forward. So, I think what I loved about this book, highly, highly, highly recommend it, is that you can take AI so much further than, writing content or making your email sound better. And I've been doing that for probably over a year now. And it's more than just automating tasks. It's a way to challenge your thinking and level up your thinking. And asking questions, like one of the things, if you get into his podcast, he leads his guests through this question, but it's, if there was one thing we could fix in your business right now that would really allow you to scale up or, reach your goals, what is that thing? And I think that's so powerful and so impactful. So what if we had all the people, the Bill Gates, the Steve Jobs, what if we had all those people at our availability as resources to help us answer that question? Well, what I found is you can really get that with AI, and it doesn't take away all of your strategic thinking or your thought process, but it helps you so significantly to level up. So maybe there's some places where you're overcomplicating things in your business or in your law firm, and maybe there's a decision you've been avoiding and you just need someone to help you walk through what the data points are that you need to pull to help make that decision. So those are all CEO level questions, and I think I have found it sharpen my decision making skills and add to my confidence significantly. So what does this look like in practice, like in real life? And we had this exact scenario this year. Our growth had leveled out. So we did not see a lot of growth in the first half of this year, which was contrary to every single data point that I had going into this year, because we had significant growth last year. And I could not figure out what was going on. So I turned to AI as my thought partner. And the structure that he suggests in this book is super amazing. It's CRIT. And what you're going to ask it is you're going to put in your context. You're going to ask it to interview you. You're going to say what role you want it to play, what role you want AI to play, and then what the outcome is that you want. So I use that process to help dig into what had happened and why had our growth leveled out in the first half of the year. And through a series of questions, probing questions that AI asked, and then also really me just dedicating time to think about this and figure out what was going on, we came to the conclusion that we had started splitting our marketing message in about April, and that was splitting our leads. So we weren't getting as many leads because we had started splitting our marketing message and went in a new direction. And I was able to figure that out with the help of AI, right? And also using my own strategic brain and knowing what had happened this year. And we were able to change our marketing messaging, and then our leads started coming in again. So I am a huge believer in using AI to help you as a thought leader and a strategist. So what I have found, and I'm sure a lot of you have found, as most of us are solo owners, we don't have kind of that committee, right? Or that board of directors. Yeah, maybe we have a couple of key staff members, but we're missing a lot of that really high level feedback. And I've been able to get a lot of that through AI. So I hope you find this helpful. Highly, highly recommend this book. Get it, listen to it on audio. You can see that I have a whole bunch of pages marked in here. And it has really, really leveled me up in the firm this year. So I hope you find that helpful. And I'd love to hear any feedback you have on these legal lattes. And we will see you again next week.